Beyond the world of looks maxers, self-development gurus, business coaches, Sigma male grind setters, I've discovered that there exists a land of self-development that goes past all these things, sort of an endgame. I've stepped into this land just a little bit, and I'd like to share what I've found. But first, a brief pause so we can cut to the obligatory intro sequence. All right, so what that thing is meditation. And no, it's not the hippy-dippy, after the soy milk latte in the morning and Pilates, you go half an hour for meditation. It's like full balls to the wall, hardcore, let's see what's going on inside. Like pop the hood and see what is happening. I'm still very much new to that world, but I want to share with you what I've learned that can happen, because to me it's like so unbelievably whoa, like that's possible, that it's weird to me that like we don't know about that even world at all in the West. So effectively, if you meditate enough, there's certain ways you can change your inner state to be much more happy, at peace, etc. And this takes like sometimes not much work, sometimes a lot of work, but it's diligence and inner work. Hours of meditation can get you to states that are a lot farther than what you might think. There's these things called Janas. That's the only point I'm going to go on in this video is Janas. There are these states of kind of recurrent bliss. So by meditating enough, you can kind of get into a state, apparently. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm just saying kind of like what would be cool to be able to do. You get into these states where bliss or something arises, and then if you kind of focus on that bliss, you can recurrently generate a feeling of well-being. And so then people might say like, oh, but you're just like trying to, it's not, well, some people have the weird notion that it's not good to feel good, which I just totally disagree with. But we do most of the things as humans to feel good. We're emotional beings, and I think it would make you a lot more free in your expression if you were able to generate feeling good on command. Because then your actions in the world aren't really just completely like a blind monkey trying to feel as good as possible, doing everything it can do. If you know that you can just feel fantastic like this, that would be, to me, fantastic. And apparently that's something that you can do if you meditate long enough and you get to these states. It's kind of apparently in that world kind of controversial, because it's like, if you do that, then you can kind of be seen as like a drug addict almost, like you're just like generating bliss and you don't go farther, which farther is like seeing the nature of reality for what it is. Or I'm still learning. But for me, it seems like if everybody was able to generate positive feelings at will, I think the world, in my estimation, would be a better place. And at the very least, I'd like to see if that's possible. There's a thing called Journey, Journey, that is like this kind of tech bro way of doing that, teaching that to people, which I'm interested in. And then there's this guy named Shinzen Young. So Shinzen Young is a mathematician who did the traditional like enlightenment path and meditation and stuff. And I'm gonna cut to that clip because it's really powerful and it is highly motivating to me. So cut to that. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I'm just hearing these things. I haven't experienced it, but I'm curious and I'm willing to try. And I'm just sharing that because I think if anybody is interested, it's cool to know that there's more there than meets the eye, and that it's a possible direction of self-development. And to me, the rewards seem like pretty big. So the payoff is like quite large, it seems. Like a good investment of people's time. I've listened to a few meditators that have said that like the best value that they've gotten out of any time invested has been the hours and hours they sat there sitting doing nothing. Even though it was boring at the time and they didn't feel like they were making any progress, they said over millionaires and entrepreneurs and tons of very successful people have done this, and they said that like the meditation time was their most important time of their lives because that allowed them to get to this state. And again, I'm just repeating hearsay. This isn't a first-hand account. I'm just telling you like, man, this is cool, and I'm trying it. So I'll keep you updated as we move in the vlogs forward. Yeah, let me know what you think. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy. I love you, Godspeed, and I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be tomorrow.